Happy Saturday, everybody, and welcome. It's me, Out of This World Burrito, and I am in my galactic broadcasting center, currently adrift above Yavin Prime here, up in Yavin space. And we are here today for the Server Best Pilots event, February 2025. 4v4 matchups. We're going to have 4 teams of 4 going against each other. That's going to start in 15 minutes. But in the lead up to that event, let me walk you through what we're going to be doing today in terms of the event itself and what the broadcast is set up. Let's start with the broadcast. I have a good example right here, right now. So we have 3 cameras set up around location 1, as there's 2 locations. Here's camera 1 facing Yavin Prime. You can see some pilots out there already skirmishing. They're very excited. We got some rocks at this location, so that's going to be work as your coverage. Camera 2 over here. Get a different scene with the nebula in the background. And of course, this is pointing right at the center of location 1. And camera 3 is over here, more rocks as the next wing flies by, and you have the blackness of space. Hello to whoever that may be. But let's go back to the desk here. And let's go over the rules of engagement for today, as well as prize, and some last-minute updates that have occurred. So let's check that out. So this is the information as posted in the Legends Discord and updated by Inconspicuous, the sponsor and organizer of the event. But I also like to thank all the people who volunteered / are being employed for this event by Inconspicuous, employed being paid in in-game credits, not real money transactions. As we can see that the base pot for this event for the winnings was 100 million credits with 5 million buy-ins per person, and then Incon matched that. So basically every person who came in, 10 million got added to the pot. We'll go over that more later. Prizes were going to be split 3 ways, but now they're going to be split 4 ways. We'll go over that later. Each team has a team captain, and that team is named after the captain. And then team assignments are random. So all but one team was random, and we're going to talk about that also in a minute as well. The team formats for these 4v4s are follows. You can have 4 individual ships with 1 body in each ship. Or you could have 3 ships with 1 having 2 bodies in it, as 1 acting as the gunner. So what that means is, in this first example, you can see that Team 1 here has an interceptor, a medium class ship, a heavy class ship that's being piloted alone. So even though the Vaeveck has a turret slot, no one's in the turret slot. And then a Pier 4 ship with maybe, it's another turret class, so let's say, I don't know, like an aggressor or something. But again, there's no one in the turret gun, they're flying solo. Team 2, we have an interceptor medium, but then we have the Vaeveck with a gunner in it. So there's 2 bodies in 1 ship. The way the scoring works is that it's not elimination based, but instead of round robin, so people are going to be earning points for every body destroyed. So again, it's not necessarily each ship, it's every body. So if your ship has 2 bodies in it, a pilot and a gunner, that's 2 points. And that's how it's going to rack up. And there's an example down here of how that works out, with Team 1 winning the first round, getting 4 points for defeating each one of the pilots, and then a 5th point for winning the round. And then over here, we can see that more information about the examples and how scoring works if we hit the 5-minute threshold, as each match is allowed 5 minutes for combat. If it hits 5 minutes, then it's going to go down to a different type of scoring system. The minimum range of engagement is going to be 1,800 meters away from each team, and players must be 500 meters away from the starting point. Our ships, for reference, are about a little over 1,000 meters from that start point. The classes are as follows. Interceptor classes have ships like A-Wing, the TIE Advance, the N1, Royal Guard Interceptor and its similars, V-Wing and its similars, and the Jedi Starfighter and Bellabub. As well as we have the heavy class ships here with B-Wing, Y-Wing Long Probe, XG-1, TIE Bomber, Chemo, Ixion, Fire Spray, Advanced X-Wing, Havoc, and Defender. Medium classes, we're going to see the Star Viper in there. Heavy starters, X-Wings, the normal one, not the advanced. Dune Lizards, Rix, and Vaxi. And then in the turret class, you finally have the Havoc, Crate, TIE Aggressor, ARC 170, the TIE Brute, Y-Wing, and VCX-AS. So there are 2 banned types of chassis. So one's all POBs are banned, so you're not going to see any YTs or any gunships. Similarly, the TIE Oppressor is banned because there is no similar chassis for other piloting factions. That's unique to Imperial. So to keep it fair, that's the ones that's banned. For the additional role sets, which are available to change, we can see them here, which is mostly about like team orientation, fighter classification, specifics like banning image rec missiles, which are fast lock-on missiles, and then in the case of somebody getting bounty hunted, what do we do? That kind of information. Now let's move on to the recent updates that happened in the last day. So first of all, the 9 teams that were originally generated, there are now 10. The 9 teams were assembled by random selection, but the 10th one is comprised of reserve players, so players who were odd ones out in the teams of 4. Shoutouts to the pilot who just killed the NPC. I was blasting my camera 3. So like I said, that 10th one is a reserve fighter, or made up of reserve players, and we'll go over who that is later. As for the prize winnings, I originally said that they were 400 million, but in the last day it's increased up to 625 million credits. And has that prize being split, is going to be divided among the top 4 teams now instead of top 3, which each team being equally divided across the 4 players. First place is going to get 250 million credits, second's 150, third you're going to have 125 million, fourth 100 million, and again that splits out to be the total of 625 million. Yes, Ryan's one of the judges. We have many judges today participating, so let's give a shout out to them. So at location 1 here, let's zoom in a little bit. We're going to have Akita and Captain Dank judging the duel groups 1 and 2, one being this column, this one being the second column. And we can see here that this is the names of the teams. So this is the prediction currently going on in Twitch chat. We have Team Slayer versus Team Vaeveck. These are the team composition priorities. And if we scroll over to the right side, we can give our shouts to our other 2 judges, Billy and Rex, who are going to be watching duel groups 3 and 4 respectively. And this is at location 2. Again, our 3 cameras are covering location 1 to make sure that we bring you at least nonstop action of half of the fights. You can also check out the team leaderboard here, first checking scorings and team comps. We could also see round statistics. This is basically the first page I just showed, but it's got pretty pictures on it. However, I can't remember everyone's Discord profile, so I'm going to be referring to their names. Similarly, we can go through the individual teams, which we have time to do right now. So team 1 is Slayer. Slayer's team did win the previous Server Best Pilots event. So this will be definitely a team to watch, him bringing back that X-Wing. We have No Kip in the Royal Guard Interceptor, Renth in another X-Wing. And then it looks like we have, what is that, the TIE Advanced. I'm bad with photos, everybody. But we have team 1 here. Team 2, we have Team Falos flying. It looks like the ARC 170 Ixies. Expect to see a lot of these. These were pretty dominant in the previous tournament. Jedi Starfighter and Vaxai, because I don't think the Vaxai's banned this time around, as it has had some rebalances since then. Team Corey, we've got, let's see, a Dune Lizard out here. Love to see it. 2 more X-Wings and a V-Wing. Very cool lineup there. Team 4 with his Team Hack, another Dune Lizard, a Dorito, and 2 X-Wings. Very cool. It's an A-Wing. Team 5, we got Ancient Jedi. We got bringing out the Jedi Starfighter, very appropriate. AJ in the last tournament flew the ARC 130 and was or 70, whatever. It was pretty dominant with it. We have Havoc out here. A Rick's going to probably be doing some drive-bys with that one, and an X-Wing. Team 6 here, we have Team Vaeveck, which we'll see here in the first round, which we have an X-Wing Jedi Starfighter. My goodness, is that a 95 Headhunter? Looks like it. And then another Ixie. And then over here we have our Team Arheim, which we have an Ixie, X-Wing. We have one of the Legends chassis here with this basically is a Royal Guard Interceptor. Another Vaxai. Over here we have Team 8, which is looking like it is Dookie and the Vaxai, X-Wing, Bellabub, which is basically a Jedi Starfighter. And a B-Wing. Going to be keeping an eye on that one. That's going to be a chunky participant. Team 9, which is our last ever fully randomized teams. We have Team Craig, which looks to be TIE Bomber, Vaxai, Jedi Starfighter, and the Star Viper. Another Legends chassis there. And then finally we have Team 10, which was made of the reserve comp. So these were players that were assembled after teams have already been assembled, and there were some leftovers and other interesting situations. I know Incon had to work to get a few more heads and lost some people who were in reserve, but we have a Dune Lizard, Jedi Starfighter, X-Wing, and then I think TIE Advance there. So, and then at the bottom of these pages, you can see their opponent compositions per fight, but if we go back over to the leaderboard, we can see how all of these teams and how they're lining up if we zoom out just a little bit here. John has been replaced by Rilo, which is flying a Vaxai, and Dookie's now flying a Y-Wing. You can't keep Dookie out of a Y-Wing. You can try your best, but you can't. But thank you for the update. Legends RGI clone is the VT. Thank you. I forgot its name. I haven't seen much of the VT, probably because it's a deep space and could be hard to fit compared to some chassis. Play of Nemodians when? Not today, gamers. But that's what we're going to be looking at today. So again, we're going to be paying attention mostly to this sheet, and we're going to be looking at location 1. Oh, just the V. Reading's hard, dude. So I'm really looking forward to today matchups. Based on the ships we're seeing here, I'm not seeing anything too wild. I'm a little disappointed to see only one B-Wing at the moment. But I do love those big chunky dudes. Unfortunately, the B-Wings that showed up last time, I don't think performed super hot from what I saw or remembered, but I didn't see every fight. Looks like only one arc in the lineup. Love seeing the arcs out here as well. No turreted arcs. And it looks like everybody went into flying their own ship. I'm not seeing anyone taking the turreted option today, so I don't think you're going to see any weird or aggressive turret plays. It would have been fun to see somebody run that, but I can also understand why, if a match is very close, you could have somebody, you know, pick your turreted vessel and then, oops, there's 2 points over to them, and that could be a big deciding factor. Also, the pilots here are some of the most active pilots on the server, and I would assume that the vast majority of them would rather fly than gun. So there's that aspect as well. Again, I'm not surprised not to see a gunner. When I saw gunners were allowed, I thought that was very cool, especially since they were not allowed in the first tournament. Welcome, Serving. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well today. You wouldn't have run a gunner, but your team had a very strong comp on its own. Yeah. Some of these comps are looking really good. There's no comp in here that I'm like raising my eyebrow at. I know somebody who flew the Ix or the Rix and the last Server Best pilots did some good performance on drive-bys, but similarly, since that's kind of a hit and run vessel, they were often the last one alive because they were thousands of meters out from where their team was, and then they got chased down. So there are some interesting choices here. Lots of X-Wings. Lots of X-Wings. That's not surprising. Not too many. You know, we didn't get flooded with the vac size, with the vac size being let in. Maybe that rebalance recently is playing its part. That, or people really wanted to fly something else. I'm not seeing as many Ixies as I expected, to be honest. There was kind of Ixies all over the place last time. But yeah, these comps are looking pretty aggressive, which I like. More Dune Lizards than I expected. I think there was only one Dune Lizard last time. What's up, Alki? So I'm looking forward to seeing how these comps work out. I think the one that I'm going to be keeping my eye on is definitely the one with the B-Wing. This is a very... It's like a hyper-aggressive loadout, and then you have the B-Wing. It almost seems like, all right, they're going to have to really support or enable that pilot. Yeah, no, the last term it was full of Ixies. I think opening up more chassis to come in kind of helped balance that out a little bit. But Ixies were pretty dominant last time. I feel like I was watching a lot of Ixies, but we also had a lot of good Xe pilots that I know who've flown them for a while, like Whale Slapper and Arheim. But what we're going to do now is we're going to move over to our cameras. This is almost time to begin. And let me see if I can find the one, the only. Oh, we're going, gamers. It's off. Snowberry already taking hits out the gate. Slayer already taking some shield damage himself. Get another perspective. Here's Snowberry. Oh, already hearing something go off. I hope Snowberry is out of here. Let's move over to the Slayer, who's sitting at a pretty comfy 89% on shields. Looks like Vaeveck hasn't even been touched yet, though. Oops, Slayer already taking shield damage. Moving over here on Vaeveck's perspective. You can see Vaeveck's at half. Probably lost one of the either front or back shields. Probably front, because Vaeveck's a good pilot. He's not letting anyone hit that booty. What's the script? Ooh, Vaeveck taking some armor and chassis damage here. Slayer's still sitting at full shields. Vaeveck's out of it, though. Moving back to Slayer's perspective. As Slayer goes in, let's zoom in on this. He's chasing down right now. People are using those rocks as good coverage, though. Spinning on him. It still looks like it's on. Maybe it looks... Are we in a 4v1 situation? Are we in a 2 here? Let's see, we're spinning on them, though. They're not giving up whatsoever on this. Slayer we're watching here, again, 68% shields. Not looking good for Team Vaeveck. Already having lost their lead, losing Snow to Berry. Bringing some more flares off. Another one down, it looks like, for Team Vaeveck. Looks like there might be just one left on their team. It's Ya. We only have Ya left, everybody. Oh, I think that was it. That's it. That's Ya down. Well, that's a win for Team Slayer, if I ever saw one. Congratulations. But yeah, the backside was out in this tournament. Again, the only banned chassis this tournament are POBs. We are not doing any POBs. And the TIE Oppressor, because it has no equal amongst the factions. Well, it looks like we have action. We have teams going in here. Here's Rilo going in with the Vaxi. Off to a hot start here. Over here we have Cogig going on. Seeing some good shots in there. Whoa, thanks for all the gift subs. Holy moly. Thanks, TriStar. Oh, but we just lost somebody too, and all that greatness. It looks like we lost Rilo. Oh no, coming over to Antonire there, only at half shields. Got a little bit on the front there, going in. Nice laser colors. Oh, someone takes some big chunks out of him right there. That's another one down. Looks like Team Cogig is being pretty dominant here. Might be the win. That's the win. Another clean sweep 4-0 for Team Cogig. Oh my goodness. I had a purple-pink Vaxi until they changed the colors with when they did the Deep Space update, and I just never fixed it. Right now, it looks like something out of 90s Nickelodeon. But it looks like the fight's underway here. Annabelle heading in. Take a look here at Goopy Doobie going in the X-Wing. Going in hot, coming and trying to get around him. Ooh, we see that Havoc is out of here by Annabelle. Annabelle crushing it. That's always a big target you got to be careful of here. Let's check out how we're doing over here with Sune. He's taking some shield damage, but is looking pretty all right. It looks like they're chasing down an enemy X-Wing right now, who's doing some good spins on him. Annabelle coming in close here. Flying around, getting some shots. That they are down. Annabelle's team and Team Aenema crushing it right now. Sune still in a spin fight here with, looks like that is Gooby Doobie. Coming in hot on Gooby Doobie here, zoomed in. You can see him better with Yavin back there in the background as Gooby Doobie flies around. You can see the Ricks getting shot down in the bottom right here. There it goes. That's a hit and run ship. It's a big ship. You don't want to get stuck in a turn fight with that one. As Gooby Doobie turns around and put their attention back on the Sune right here. As they're wide out, going right behind that rock in front of us. Let's go back to Gooby Doobie as we get a little bit closer look here as they're putting the spins on for us here. Sune doing an excellent job of staying alive in that aggressor. Gooby Doobie's down though. Coming around. Looks like that might be it, everybody. Unless, nope, we still got AJ alive out there. But AJ's stuck in a 1v3 scenario right now, and I think that's it. Oh, wait, no, that was Annabelle who went down. We're still going on. Let's see if we can get a little closer here. Sune not giving any ground, but AJ not wanting to let go of this 1v2. They're getting way out there. We're at 1,800 meters from the spot. This is the closest shot I got. See if they can. Let's see if AJ can turn this around in this 1v2 and make it a 1v1. Truly a duel for ants at the moment. Looks like AJ's out of there now. So unfortunately, that looks like it's a win for Team Aenema. So congratulations to them. Team AJ getting taken out there at the end. Very, very good back and forth on that one. That was a 4v. That's a 5 points versus 2 points earned. As Team AJ was able to take out Annabelle and Mercy. Again, very strong pilots. We do have some people showing up early to their spots, which is good. But then I'm like, I have to double check the team roster here. Glad I have it up. You know what? We got a V-Wing here, so let's keep an eye on that. Just in time, too. It looks like the teams are about to go engage here. Already moving in, getting some hot flares on this one. Got some go-up-close camera action here on Weeza in the V-Wing, actually. That's in the spin around. That V-Wing is going to get really hot in here. Very difficult target to hit. Not a ton of firepower, but definitely stings. Oh, we see one X-Wing already going down. No one that we've been keeping an eye on, though. As we can see that Spadebop's doing well in their X-Wing here, taking some hits to their shields, it looks like. Maybe one tap there. And we can also see that our heavy Z95, Yi here, doing spins right now on that lizard. Going back to Weezer, he's giving us a good shot here as we see people just spinning out on us. There's some chaff right in our face. Coming up close to camera 2 here as they try and just get tags on one another here. Spinning out of control. Let's see if we can get them turn around and see someone lit up here in a second. Very tight flying here going on. Weezer doing an excellent job of that V-Wing. Hasn't been touched yet. Everyone flying tight. Man, you guys gotta like, oh, there we go. There we go. I was about to say, ooh, that was a very close missile right there. Taking out Yays in the Z95. Oh, looks like someone else has bit it. And looks like that's it. Looks like Team Cogig cleaned it up there. Only losing Antoni there in the scramble. Everyone else has been wiped. So congratulations to them. Up next will be Team AJ versus Team Dookie. You're happy you lived. I feel that's probably the sensation a lot of people have about these duels. They're just happy they lived. Well, it looks like we're getting underway here. Here we come with the Dukester coming in hot with that Y-Wing Long Pro, leading the charge, already getting some hits off there on Zuppy. Turn around, going in for the chase as we come over here to camera 2. We see Rilo already giving chase to that Rix, not letting it get that hit and run off. Gonna keep pressure on as they go behind the asteroid right there. Let's see if we can get a better angle here back with Dookie again. He was having some turn fights here with a Vaeveck on his tail. That Y-Wing, you want to fly flat. Ooh, that Vaeveck is gone, though. Similarly, though, that hitbox, you want to fly flat. That's a big bread box you're flying. However, in the meantime, we did see Rilo bite the dust here. Dookie coming back around, though. Looking to keep it going. Another one down. That Rick's still in it, though. See Dookie taking some hits, though. Dookie's spinning in the middle, getting ganged up on right now. Uh-oh, Dookie's in a hot position here. I think he might bite it here unless he could pull something out. Ooh, that big bread box is being too much. And that's everybody, I think. I think that is a win for Team AJ. Yeah, Team Dookie biting it all there in very quick succession. Arheim seems looking dangerous. Yeah, Arheim did an excellent job in the last tournament, putting up some really strong matches. Showed up in their Ixie, reminded us what good Ixie piloting looks like. Looks like there's another fight actually going on here right now. I might be looking at the wrong... Maybe I'm on a different sheet, but this does not look like Slayer and Kelly. This looks more like Div Team. There he is out. Let's watch Stiv here fly around. As we see a battle taking place here in front of us here. Got Annabelle Crafter lady up out here representing. Taking a hot fast and fierce. Stiff taking some hits here. Got some hit on the armor there, but rocking the Star Viper. They're way out there, though. What are you doing way out there? Come back here, Stiv. Reel it in. No one biting the dust there. Stiff looking fierce, though. Yeah, absolutely. Did finally taking some systems damage with the chassis over there. Trying to find if I can get a different look here, but oh yeah, here we go. Got Vasune over here. And the aggressor again, flying their aggressor very well. No turret in this, by the way. Just the pilot. This looks like it's actually round 2. That was round 2. That was round 2, Aenema versus Craig. I don't know how that got over here, but it was over here. I'm guessing because we had a slot in the time on location 1, so they just slid it in over here instead of waiting. So yeah. Vasune's still going. Oh my goodness. So this is actually, yeah, Team Aenema versus Team Craig, and it looks like Team Aenema just pulled out the win, Vasune being the only survivor. So Team Craig putting up a very strong fight against that. It's a good look. It's timeless. Cogig moving in. It's Team Slayer also moving in here. Looks like things are going to go underway here. Location 1. Official start of round 3. See it off to a hot start here with Cogig already sliding in with that Schlizzard, but taking a big fat hit there. Fast and Furious over here with Nokisa and that Royal Guard Interceptor getting around. Ooh, and that's one player down. That's Slayer who just went down out immediately. These teams are definitely not giving Slayer any breath with his dominance in the last tournament. They want him out of here, especially since they just followed up with another vicious kill by Team Cogig. Nokisa's still spinning on him. You see Craftly, we can see Cogig over here. God, you can't fly the same thing as Craftly. I'm going to get you all wrong. Coming around, we see some hits there on the armors. People running out of shields pretty fast here. Cogig just turning, trying to get a big fat hit with that lizard on. Zoom in close here. Nokisa, you can see some of that spinning going on right now. As it's a 2v4, it looks like right now. 2 on Slayer still left alive against 4 of Team Cogig. Oh, it looks like someone else just bit it, though, off to the right. They're flying quite far out from the point here. I can't get you anything closer than this right now with Team Cogig. Zooming in on Cogig here as they're trying to get Nokisa held down in that Royal Guard Interceptor, but proving hard to get in this 1v4. Spinning around. Open, there they go. That was a hard position to recover from. And the agility of the Royal Guard Interceptor, unfortunately, did not pay off in that tight match. We have Ancient Jedi out here in their Actus as well. Again, last time they showed up in the Arc, and a pretty predominant play. If any of you saw the promotional short uploaded for this yesterday, that Arc was actually Ancient Jedi, who's flying in right now. Let's see these two teams clash. Ancient Jedi versus Vaeveck, going in hot. Oh, someone already out of it. It looks like the Ixie bit the dust there. AJ coming around. Let's see if we can get a tighter shot here over on Spicer's side. Oh, you just see some people tumbling right here. Here's the one with the nebula in the back. Ooh, and as soon as we turn, another one bites the dust here. These big ships is biting it from all these little small fast ones. Just because they're small doesn't mean they're not loaded. These pilots have invested tens of millions or hundreds of millions of credits into some of these builds, and they're going to be rolling hot on some of these weapon rolls. The luck is with some of them. Vaeveck definitely holding his own there, only taking one of the front shield. Coming back to Spicer, also taking a hit to one of their shields, likely the front. All these excellent pilots, I don't expect any of them to be taken in the back. However, coming over to AJ, hasn't been touched yet. Definitely giving the other team, Vaeveck here, a run for their money as another one bites the dust. And it looks like that was, in fact, Vaeveck, who is out of it now. But it looks like his team is still holding on as Spicer's up here. And there he goes. As soon as I transition over, getting hit. I jinxed him. Sorry. It looks like Team AJ just cleaned it with wiping it up with Spicer there. Very tight fight. Nice to see fairly similar comps overall. So it came down to focus and execution on that one as we see AJ here coming in for a victory lap. Fred's still alive. Proud of you, Fred. But it looks like things are going to get underway here at Location 1. Everyone already headed in here. Gotta take a look at Kurt here. And again, a V19, a Legends chassis. Flying it. Ooh, someone already biting the dust there. That would be Arheim, who got taken out in his Ixie. Big target, and also a big target to be afraid of. So it looks like Team Aenema really focused in on Arheim there, wanting to get him out of the equation early, which, good call. Good pilot and a powerful chassis. That's something to be afraid of. We can see these pilots still skirmishing over here. Hitting those rocks, you can hear it. Those blasters slamming against those. Oh, looks like we lost another down in that bottom right corner. As we see Kurt still skirmishing out there. Let's zoom in on these ants. Looks like we got a 1v2 situation going on there. Team Aenema with the advantage here, I believe. Kind of get another shot over here at Mercy, who's taking a very light graze to their shields. Probably already shunted back up here. They're getting way out there, though. Come on back. Here they come. They heard me. That Vaeveck trying to shake him off, but taking some hits there to the rear. Spinning around, trying to get a shot on Mercy here. They're spinning on each other. They're tumbling. We got some buzzing going on, as spacers like to say. Two bees is buzzing around each other. And as that's going on, we can see Kurt over here. We can see a better shot of exactly what the composition is with a lighter Yavin Prime behind there in the background. That big gas giant. And we see multiple fights going on right here. Kurt way out there chasing the other ship and taking a big bite out of it. They're gone. Looks like Kurt was in a 1v2 situation there, and he's starting to turn around into a 1v1. As now there's a 2v2 going on with two separate fights going on. We have Kurt going against, I think, Vasune, and we have Jala fighting Mercy, which Kurt just bit it. Luckily, we still have Mercy over here, but now they're in a 1v2 situation, which is unenviable to be in. However, they're in the advanced X-Wing and taking somebody out. We're now down to a 1v1. Mercy's going to be bringing it around. Oh, wait, no, we're down to a 2. That was it. That was Mercy and Vasune. They cleaned it up. And that was 2.5 minutes. That felt much longer than that. Good fights, everybody. All right, looks like we're moving in, everybody. Let's see this go off. Let's see this Rix go off. Get somebody in the opening joust. Turns around immediately, actually, setting up for maybe trying to bait somebody in. As that goes on, though, let's go over here to our second camera. Third camera, we see AncientJ already eating somebody alive. Camera 2, we see the Vaeveck's out of here. Unfortunately, that big hitbox not doing them any favors. Suppy taking some shield flares, it looks like, from AncientJ, who's already taken a few hits themselves. Suppy coming up close here on camera 1. Trying to get some room to turn around and do a big run on somebody here. Laying down some heavy fire there. That Rix again is a good hit and run machine, but you don't want to get into a turn fight if you could avoid it. But in this setup, you're not going to have that grace period, as it looks like somebody moves in to take him out, but is supported by their teammate, taking out, looks like Cogig in that fight. Zuppy's not looking well, though. Already taking half their shields, armors, and down to the systems, and the chassis barely holding on there. AncientJ in a similar position here, and actually just goes as soon as I look at them. I evoked that one. I apologize. But that would be it. It looks like Team Goga lost to Team AJ. Very excellent coverage on Zuppy's Rix there. Very strong team play we saw in that fight. That was very well done by Team AJ. They came and they definitely were on top of things there. All right, they're off. Apparently everything's over for my last pilot command, and these pilots are ready to get at each other. Here's Veggie coming in with the Bellabub, sneaking around from the side. See Arheim spinning across. Ooh, that looks like they already got Dookie. Dookie's out of here. Come over here, looking at Jala on the backside. Just taking out Connie, unfortunately. And it looks like Veggie and the Bellabub's out of here as well. Looking very dominant for Team Arheim this match with only Rilo left in the backside, and I think that's them going out of here. Very fast, strong performance from Team Arheim here. Yeah, that was less than a minute. Sometimes space matches go like that. Sometimes they're fast and brutal. If any chassis here has a big booty, it's an Ixie. Ixie and Rix. Dune Lizard style 2, true. And just as true as that, looks like our fight's going underway here at location 1. We're watching Viper here in the Ixie. Let's see if they can delete somebody. Instead, we've got some shield flares going off. They haven't taken a hit yet. Oop, there they go. There's the first actual hit on the big booty Judy. As she flies out to turn around and get an angle on this individual, dogging them right now. Putting some spin on there. I heard that's a good trick. Oop, nice turn around to try and get some shots on him. Coming up real close here. Oh, big booty's getting slapped on her Judy. Oh, she's out of here, though, unfortunately. Let's check out Glovo is doing over here in the backside. Hasn't been hit yet. Doing a really good job keeping pressure on the enemy team. You can't get me. Oh, Glovo taking some hits, though. You can definitely get Glovo, it looks like, in this fight. They're buzzing. Looks like we have 2 fights going on right now. We have Glovo in front of us dueling somebody. And it looks like there's a 1v2 situation going on the other side here. I believe Glovo is fighting Anonymous. It looks like based off this thing. Here's Anonymous here. Hasn't been hit yet in their Jedi Starfire. Zooming in, though. You can see these two and spinning on each other here. Glovo under 50%. Probably lost fronts. It's amazing how tight they turn. It is. They know the strats. They have the moves. They've practiced. There's a lot of practice matchups going on in anticipation for this fight. So far, this fight is going on pretty heavily here. Oops, seeing some shield flares go on there. Someone just bit it. That looks to be Annabelle's out of here. Leader of Team Aenema's out of this fight. Looks like it's down to a 3v3 potentially here. Keep an eye on Glovo, who is our closest visual on this, but you can see the fight a little bit larger over here as we look back at Anonymous. See that 3v3 aspect going on here. Anonymous being hit, lost armor on one side and shields, looking like they're looking to get an angle on somebody and also try and shake off whoever is on their tail right now, which looks to be Glovo, actually, in the Vac side. Oh, looks like Anonymous took somebody out at the same time they got taken out here. Going back to Glovo. Looks like, yeah, looks like this might be a 1v2 scenario. That arc putting on a show. That might be it, folks. That is it. Yep. Team Falos wins. Excellent performance by Glovo. And Sir McDoctor Surgeon, aka the Booty Hunter. All right. Looks like we're moving in. Here's Slayer coming in hot. And I'm firing because I'm just so excited. Oh, looks like we got some armor hits already going on. Slayer's front shield's gone. Oh, looks like Zuppy's already out of the match here. Slayer taking some armor hits and completely out of shield, but not letting that stop him. He's got 2 people on him right now, taking some hit to his systems finally. They are not letting Slayer get any air today. He is drowning in the fire. It's moving over to Black Magic and the TIE Aggressor. Again, no gunner in this. They're turning around on him, though. Slayer getting just absolutely smothered in some of these matches. Again, strong pilot. You don't want him to run free. It just shows the level of coordination going on with some of these teams today. Another one bites the dust there. Becoming one with the mining asteroids as their bits float away. Looks like this is a 3v1. Gooby, last one remaining from Team AJ. Slayer, the only one from Team Slayer being knocked out yet. Watching Black Magic here of Team Slayer and their TIE Aggressor. You can zoom in a little bit on them. See how these ants dance. Oop. It looks like that's it for Team Ancient Jedi as Gooby finally takes it. An excellent X-Wing pilot, by the way. Definitely not a free kill. Held out for a very long time. So congratulations to Team Slayer for pulling out the W. And it looks like we're off We gotta look at Craig here going in and TIE bomber though. Let's see if he can get. Let's see if he can chunk anybody with that big ship. Let's see him turn it. Yeah, pull it in there, Craig. Flipping around. He's already got somebody on his tail. He's aware though. He's already hunting somebody else. That or he's gonna try and whip it around on him and take a good shot. Whoever's on him is very agile. Oh, someone's already bit the dust, and it looks like Craig had a hand in that. That actually was Spade Bop in the X-Wing. One of the more agile ships already out of the fight here. Speaking of agile, he has Stiv in the Star Viper. It looks like we have I think there was a Vac side that already bit it. Yeah, coming really close here on Craig and the top bomber, just taking his first hits there. Getting chunked though, already hitting down to armor. Oops, somebody else already bit it. Craig trying to, ooh, Craig taking it. Unfortunately, that big body working against him in this fight. But lasting a very long time and getting some good shots and kills in there. We can see right now, here's Stiv. Looks like locked in a 2v2. Oh, somebody else just dropped out. Let's zoom in on Stiv here doing spins. Again, lost shields, likely on front. Taking some armor hits now. But definitely not falling out of it at all. Might be in a 1v2. Yes, it looks like it's a 1v2 between Beatrix and Stiv versus Weeza. Way out there. Actually got a little closer look here on Stiv on camera too. Fighting right above my head. Stiv coming out, turning around, trying to get a shot in on Weeza. Stiv spinning that Viper. Not giving Weeza any breaks, but Weeza really holding on. Someone taking a fat hit there. So whose vet is that in the background? Who's running convoys in Yavin space right now? Get out of here. They're spinning off though. They're leaving the atmosphere. We can see it with Yavin 4 in the background on this side though, as Stiv is they're just spinning out of here. They're just off. They're off to location 2 or something. They're going. See if I can get an update on Weeza here. Yep. Weeza in the V-Wing. Proving hard to hit. Shield's gone on one side and taking an armor hit, but it's just not relenting. Unfortunately, I can't really get too much of visuals. They just keep drifting off. Oh, looks like he took another armor hit there. Oh, another shield hit. Weezer finally taking some hits here, and he's gone. Excellent holdout by Weezer. That felt like forever, everybody. Excellent fight. The grind never ends. It's true. It's true, everybody. The grind with space never ends. There's always a better part. There's always something left in the space casino for you. Well, that will be a win for Team Craig. Excellent performance by both teams. That was a tight match. No one's given anyone Slayer any breath. The last Slayer matchup we saw here, they dogged him. He was the only one on his team to die because 4 people jumped him. But it looks like we're going on at location 1 here. Fred's heading out right now. Snowderberry coming in the Ixie, taking big hits, turning around. And it looks like the booty. Snowderberry wants to take a bite out of the booty right now. I'm not talking about Judy. I'm talking about the other booty. Who's up here in the arc, turning around, trying to get hits. Going far out, though, so let's go back to Snowderberry here in camera 1. It's coming around here. The fight's really close here. Having a big shot right there. Falos coming around, taking a bite out of that Ixie. The Lucky Bractal's not so lucky. Uh-oh. Holding on just by a hair. I don't know what systems are still alive in that Ixie, but it can't be much. Fred not having taken a hit, though, over there as I check in with him. But Snowderberry just out of here. Snowderberry's gone. So they're like, get these guys off of me right now. Also, I totally just saw that convoy spawn in. Yeah, they're flying way out there. Snowderberry out of it, though. Going back over to Fred, who's still alive. But way out there. See if I can't get optics from somebody else. Nah, they're just way out there. For example, here's camera 2. That's the booty hunter. Let's zoom in on him. He's just way out there. Let's see if I can't get, where you at? There we go. We're up close now with Fred. They're behind me. They're getting in on there. These are excellent pilots, staying alive as long as they can. Again, this Team Vaeveck versus Team Falos, not giving an inch in this 3v3 that it's come down to. Snowberry out on the Ixie, and well as Viper, so both Ixies biting it. Those big chassis coming around to bite them, but we see Booty spinning on somebody, getting some big damages off in that X-Wing. Which I believe is Vaeveck themselves. Just way up there. Slowly moving out. Come on back. Oop, they're flying in though. This is the fight that's not giving up. No one's giving up an inch. Absolutely just buzzing on each other. Excellent flying from both teams right now. Fred not having getting hit. I don't know what Fred's like. I'm just surviving. Look out here, dominating. Just not even getting hit. Oh, seeing some shots here up on the chassis. They're eating it. Coming in deep. Get him, Fred. Finish him off, Fred. Get him. You got to flip the odds on this 2v3 right now that looks to be going on. Fred not giving an inch. Absolutely not. Ooh, we got another hit on the chassis there. No, another one. They're just letting it dance out there. You can still see the Booty Slayer hunting in that arc. Again, the only arc up here in the tournament today. Random TIE bomber flying by. What's good? Fred, I don't know. Fred was underselling himself in here earlier, saying, "Oh, I'm just surviving." Look at him go. Just having a good old time here. Oh, he's taking some hits now, but got some good hits on his competition here. Oh my goodness. This might be the first duel to hit the timer at this rate, everybody. We might hit the 5 minutes on this one. No one's given up. Team Vaeveck and Team Falos just not wanting to quit, but it looks like they took out Yay on Team Vaeveck, leaving Spicer the only one left, which it looks like there he goes, as the 3v1, an unenviable position to be in, comes in and finishes him off. Really good flying by everybody there. Fred getting out with barely any armor damage. As an update for what's been going on in Location 2 since we last checked in, during round 6 of the first match, Team Craig won against Team AncientJ. But I got to put that on pause now because it looks like this match is already going away. Very quick setup. But we see Knoah coming in with a Dune Lizard here, coming in tight. Coming around on Dookie, it looks like they're in the Y-Wing. Trying to get some shots on that big bread box. And I see some shield flares there on Dookie, which, taking a look from his perspective, he's already gone. I evoked it once again. It's going back to Knoah here, who's just spinning on him. Now, I haven't taken a hit yet in that Dune Lizard. Don't count Dune Lizards out, everybody. In the right hands with the right build, that's spicy. And it looks like that spice just got rained on that dish that is that X-Wing, just getting eaten alive there by that Dune Lizard. Team Knoah having a very strong standing here, going after, looks like a Vaxi there. Turning around, it looks like we got maybe a 4v... Ooh, no, we're already in a 4v1 situation with Rilo and the Vaxi being the last one. But Rilo taking out I Spy. What's up, Visceron? Let's see if Knoah can put Rilo out of it. Rilo been having some very strong performances in that Vaxi today. Trying to help bring Team Dookie the W, but you're going to have to pull back a 1v3 against Knoah, Sereth, and Space Cinnamon. Which it looks like that's not going to be the case today, unfortunately, with Team Knoah taking the W, only losing I Spy in that engagement. Looks like Team Aenema beat Team Slayer, only losing Annabelle in the process, so Aenema themselves. And it was a pretty fast fight, about a minute and a half. But it looks like we're starting off here. Here we see Kurt flying in fast in the torrent. Coming in over here on AJ. Oh, like his whole team's on the chase on somebody right here. Look, Team AJ's behind. Trying to assassinate Team Arheim here. Coming back over here, we hear explosion go off. Or I do. It looks like Kurt got some blood. As the first one to go down is McCarbon Daka on Team Arheim. Kurt turned around as Vaeveck. Kurt eating that Vaeveck like the big wafer it is. Out of here. So it looks like Zuppy already went down and the Ricks as well. See a good fight going on over that way. Coming back around to AJ. We get a good view over here of him falling behind on these, keeping the back end locked down. Arheim's still up in that Ixie, though, as AJ bites it. Kurt's out there. Gooby Dooby still in it as well. I jinxed it. Gooby Dooby just went down. R.I.P. Gooby. And I believe that is a win for Team Arheim. Yep. They only lost Bicarbon Daka in that fight. Again, another minute and a half. Fierce one. We're peering straight into Stiv's cockpit right now. But it looks like they're off. Rough Rider coming in on the backside here, trying to get some opening hits in on Team Greg or Team Slayer. Getting these teams mixed up. See, Stiv already taking some hits in the Star Viper. Everyone firing into these big Cocoa Puffs, though. Absorbing those shots. Oops, somebody already down, it looks like. Rough Rider, though, not have taken a hit yet. Some shield flares, though, getting close. Somebody else taking a hit there. In the Vaeveck. Stiv have taken some hits to his armor, but doing well. This is our closest view right now, so we're going to stick to this one. As we watch Rough Rider just keep turning around on anyone who tries to get behind him. Handling that backside well. Ooh, getting some hits off there on the Aggie, it looks like. Come back around. You see Craig's still in there with the bomber. You can see him right there up in front of Yavin right now, turning around. Craig will not be stopped. Oop, he did get some hits on his armor there, though. And there, he has been stopped. Again, I evoked the wrath. But Rough Rider did take some hits there, getting down to his armor. Oh, but cleaning off that one. Team Craig doing really hot this round against Team Slayer, who Slayer himself is out of it. But we're still seeing a tight fight here between the two teams. Rough Rider coming around. Still, but showing impressive work handling this backside. Well, there we go. Some armor hits there. Some more armor hits on somebody. Zoom in on this. Just in time to see someone explode. Taking more hits there. Looks like Team Slayer's having a tough time here in a 1v3 situation with Black Magic being the last one remaining. Again, these aggressors showing up to play. But it looks like that might be it for Team Slayer. As we can see, someone's convoy in the background blowing up. But that is a win for Team Craig. It's true. Inconspicuous is the organizer for this one. But looks like I'm going to be keeping an eye on our Vaeveck here, who's flying way out. So we're going to go back to Gooby Dooby, who's in on it right now. Oh, but the Vaeveck's coming around now. Flew out to get an angle and then tried to do a pass by on somebody, taking a small shield hit, but someone already biting it. However, the Havoc's now got someone on their tail. I think it was Big Booty Judy who was in on that. Speaking of Big Booty Judy, here's Viper lost their full armor somewhere, but eating somebody alive there with that heavy firepower, and that would actually be the Havoc that was wreaking havoc. So Viper getting some revenge there for their teammate. Another player down. I believe that was Zuppy in the Ricks. Hard to tell by the wreckage. Coming in though on Gooby Dooby, he's flying up close here. We can see Viper fly by very quickly there. Gooby Dooby trying to get in there. We can see the booty hunter Dr. Surgeon himself in the arc spinning around. Looks like AJ and Gooby are left for Team Ancient Jedi, but Falos still has 3 pilots left. Red Viper and McSurgeon. That Ixie's going to be in the back of their mind. Getting hit by that Ixie at all, based on those weapon rolls, could spell disaster for Gooby, who's got Viper on his tail right now. Speaking of which, there he goes, eaten alive by Viper's Big Booty Judy, who's now getting hit themselves. Oh my goodness. That was a furious end of that match. Or I think it's going still. We got to find where they're at. Maybe? Or is that it? That was fast. I blinked and it was over. Nope, it's still going. There's Falos down there in a 1v2. If anyone could pull this back. Oh no, it's a 2v1. Falos and Fred versus AJ. Well, let's zoom in on the booty hunter here, who has AJ on his booty right now. Shield flares spinning around, trying to turn shot on him. AJ grazing the meteorite there. Asteroid, we're still in space. Firing it up. Using cover to his advantage to avoid the sharp aim of Falos. Who goes down? This is not over. Where are these pilots at? Here's Fred taking some shield damage and armor damage already from AJ. AJ's pulling it back for his team here. This is a really close one. We can see Fred here barely holding on. One bad damage roll, one bad shot, and he's out of this. Rock it in, Fred. AJ's on your tail. They went for a turn on each other. Fred's out of armor. It's coming in close. Everybody's cheering Fred. Fred, come on. He's out of armor. Oh, and AJ gets him. Very tight match by both teams. Excellent play by both. Can't be upset with that performance. So we're watching 2 X-Wings. Looks like they're going in. Here comes in Knoah and the Dune Lizard, though. Already getting around on somebody. Coming in closer on camera 1. She's skirmish live. Lizards on both teams. Teams full up on X-Wings. Very similar comps as we look at them here. We'll see how it plays out. Both lizards going at it. Different body types as well, it looks like. What style of lizard's your favorite? See Sarah there in the A-Wing turn around. Looks like that's our first blood of the match there, which happened to be Space Cinnamon in the Advanced X-Wing. Oh, another one biting the dust there. Couldn't tell who that was. Knoah not taking a hit yet in that Dune Lizard. Another one down. Just knocking him down one out of another like dominoes. That was Antonine in the Advanced X-Wing. Getting these X-Wings out of here. We see these Dune Lizards going at it. It's like a actual lizard fight here as they bite on and thrash on one another, spinning around here in death throes. Looks like we're in a potential 2v2 or 2v3 situation. Knoah and Sereth still up here. Sereth, of course, in the A-Wing. Cogig and the Dune Lizard on the other side with Spade Bop and an X-Wing. And looks like maybe Weeza up here still in the V-Wing somewhere. But I'm seeing 4 ships in front of me right now. Oh, there goes Spade Bop in the X-Wing. Yeah, it's just Knoah versus Weeza and Cogig. So Noah's been in a 1v3 situation here, actually, for a little bit. Sereth was already eliminated. Knoah taking a shield hit there from Cogig. Again, lizard on lizard violence we're seeing right now. Cogig taking in the tail. Cogig out of it by Knoah, who turned around and got on their tail. It's just down to Knoah from Weeza. Can he beat the 1v3? Or is that it? We good? I think we're good. I think Knoah won that one. Double checking on the judges. Yeah, it looks like Team Knoah won. Waiting for final confirmation before I call it. Someone didn't duel? That would make sense. All right, it sounds like somebody was not prepared on the dueling side. So they're going to have to redo Cogig versus Knoah, which that was a very strong matchup, even down one player. By my estimations, it looks like maybe somebody from Team Cogig did not set up the duel. Hence missing one. So let's regrab optics here on our other perspectives as we wait for the reset here. That just means more fights for us to watch. And it looks like we're off again. Resetting this match again. Team Cogig versus Team Knoah here. Watching Knoah go in on this Dune Lizard again. See Cogig already flying in that purple Dune Lizard, purple-pink Dune Lizard there. Here's some shots going off on that rock. Oop, someone already taking heavy hits there in the middle. Antoni taking some hits. Space Cinnamon taking some hits. Taking a look at Space Cinnamon here. Spinning around with that advanced X-Wing, trying to get some big heavy hits off on somebody. Absolute mess of blaster power. You can see location 2 there in the background. Ooh, some big hits there in Antoni. Antoni is out, unfortunately. Knoah has still not taken a hit, though, but it looks like Space Cinnamon's out as well. Trading X-Wings in that skirmish. They're advanced X-Wings, so both teams still looking pretty even here. However, I Spy was also already lost on Team Knoah, resulting in a 3v2 going on here, giving the advantage to Team Cogig. But we saw Knoah bring this back. Remember, we're seeing that X-Wing down there at the bottom, taking some hits, which I believe is Spade Bop there. Knoah getting some good hits off there, and what looks to be Cogig. Looks like Sereth is out there lending support as well, coming around to help out Knoah, who just took some shield flares there from, I believe, Weeza. Ooh, somebody biting the dust there. That'd be Cogig. Likely took some heavy hits there from Knoah, resulting in that deletion by likely Sereth, I believe, who finished him off. Those A-Wings are agile. If you let them get you, they're good at you. But looks like we are locked into 2v2. Knoah and Sereth versus Spade Bop and Weeza. Spade Bop in the very identifiable X-Wing there as we zoom in here on Knoah, who's been showing us how to fly a Dune Lizard today. A lot of great Dune Lizard performances today. Knoah going out, trying to turn around. Weeza not giving him any breathing room, coming up on him. But it looks like Spade Bop is now out of it, getting defeated by Sereth there as we were off screen. Turning this into a 1v2 situation, I believe. That or he's still in it. I think he's still in it. Yeah, they're just spinning around up there. We're still looking at Knoah. Oh, Noah's out of it, unfortunately. Who's left? Just Sereth here. And Sereth is going to do their best to hold out in this unfavorable position, being against Spade Bop and Weeza. Weeza in a very agile V-Wing, capable of keeping up with that A-Wing here. Speaking of which, here is a closer look at Sereth going against an X-Wing. Ooh, and just taking out Spade Bop there? Yeah, Spade Bop is gone. X-Wing's down. We're down to a 1v1. A-Wing versus V-Wing. The mirror match, everybody. Maybe I shouldn't have IFF'd. It looks like the NPCs are coming in on it now. Sereth showing us how to fly. Weeza not letting it go. Sereth has already lost their shields and some of their armor, it looks like, though. Kill the NPCs. Yeah, right? Having cleanup crew coming here and getting rid of those Z95s for us. Those are NPCs that we're interjecting into this fight here. Ooh, Seraph with a big chunk out of a Weeza there, though. Them Seraph might be at the advantage here. Ooh, Seraph taking some big hits there from Weeza. Going back and forth on this duel. Punch for punch, blow for blow. Seraph not giving up an inch in this fight. Oh, but unfortunately, Weezer with a shot off right to the front. And that is a very tight win for Team Cogig. And already a fan favorite, I know. We got more Ixies over here. Looks like they're ready to go, though. Yeah, Yi coming in here. Snowdaberry already taking some hits in the Ixie. Snowdaberry's out of it already. Unfortunately, that big Ixie not doing them any favors. Having some tight fights over here. Coming over to Anonymous. Did get a small graze on their shields there in the Jedi Starfire, but they're still holding out. Let's come back here to a closer view, though, with Yayi and the heavy Z95 doing a great job of keeping pressure on. Looks like someone's also out of it now. Strike number 2. Looks like Team Vaeveck is having a hard time with Vaeveck and Snowdaberry already falling out, leaving a 2-pilot lead. But it looks like Yayi taking it. Oh, no, Yayi's out of it. Go back to Anonymous here, our last pilot on optics. But it is a 4v1 right now, with Spicer being the last one left. But I just heard another explosion. That might have been Spicer. Oh my goodness, that was a fast one. You two, you all are just going to town on each other here. Let me... Yep, that's it. It was a sweep for Aenema here. As we see Mercy victoriously flying away. It looked like I didn't even take any shield damage. Those heavy ships are the counters to those big POBs. Every time I'm in deep space, I'm watching out for Arheim. I'm watching out for Slaps, Whale Slapper. I'm watching out for Amaya and the TIE Defender. All scary people to see in deep space when I'm on my YT. But speaking of scary, it looks like we have round 9 starting off here. Here's Nokisa going in the Royal Guard Interceptor. See a lot of fire going on in there on the right. Slayer already taking some hits. No one, again, giving Slayer any breathing room here. Arheim still in it. Fully stocked. No hits yet. All of our visuals here doing a great job of staying in it for me. Coming back over to Nokisa. Now first taking their first hit to their shields, but they're coming in hot. Ooh, it looks like that was... Slayer's already bit it. That was somebody else. Arheim taking some damage now. Come back to Arheim's perspective here. You see up in the upper left there, lost his shields on one side. Armor's almost completely gone. Rolled onto his systems, though, but it looks like his weapons are still good to go, because he's going to keep firing away still. Arheim not giving up until he's out of it. Oh, another one gone. Arheim just eating them. Yeah, it looks like Renth Angela is out of this. Looks like we have a 2v3 going on here. The 3 being Arheim's team. Arheim getting some hits off. They're trying to come in fierce on Nokisa, though. Ooh, this fight just keeps spinning away from us, unfortunately. Going far out there. You can zoom in here on Arheim. You see the tail of his Ixie there. There's a big Trandoshan repeater gunfire. Oop, he's gone. Let's go over to Nokisa. As in, he's too far out. We'll have to wait to see what happened to his fate. Zooming in, you can't even see him because it's too small. Little dots out there in deep space. I see some gunfire going on, though. See if I can get another perspective on another camera here. They're just out there. Man, they're out there. They're slugging it, but it looks like Nokisa's taking some hits there. Still holding on, though. Likely front armor and front shield's gone entirely at this point. Arheim still not giving up. This is starting to look like a match that might go to the 5-minute mark. Oh, nope. Speaking too soon. Nogisa down to 8% on chassis in the upper left there. They're one hit away from getting dusted. And there they go. We still have a visual on Arheim, though. He was, again, just not giving up in that Ixie. Oh, another one biting the dust. And that's it for Team Slayer. Arheim taking the W out of this one. Excellent job, pilots. Here we go. Snowberry's off. Looking at Team Vaeveck right now. Flying in. Let's see you get that opener. Got some shield flares on themselves, and they're being chased by an X-Wing, it looks like. Coming over to Veggie up close, though. You can see some action as Veggie turns around. Ooh, somebody just losing it off stream there. That's first blood. Coming over to Vaeveck. Lost shields, lost armor, but still slugging it out. Doing a great job of hanging in there. Another one down, it looks like. That being somebody. Veggie getting some hits on somebody, though. Snowberry seems to be out of it, though. Unfortunately, that, again, those Ixies, dangerous but big targets. Seeing some good chaff over here by Vaeveck as he's getting dogged down right now by Team Dookie. Dookie looking like a bit of the ones who've been knocked out. Looks like we're in a 3v3 here. Vaeveck, Spicer, Ya versus Connie, Veggie, Rilo. Seeing some hits there, though. Vaeveck still not out of it. Doing a great job of holding in there. Veggie not taking a hit yet. Coming over here. Just taking somebody out as we switch over, it looks like. That was actually Vaeveck who just went down. Ooh, another one gone. Looks like Team Dookie's pulling out a W, potentially, at the very tail end of this tournament. And that's it. That's a win for Team Dookie. I don't know if that's their only win, but that was the first win we witnessed over here at Location 1. Dookie believers rejoice. So in first place, it looks like Team Aenema, actually. Or Aenema. With their Dune Lizard, Starfighter, X-Wing, and Aggressor loadout with a top 40 with 42 points. With 3 minutes in average in the last. Very nice. It's like Warak's team coming in second there. 39 points with their Ixie, X-Wing, Torrent, and Vaxi. Craig's coming in third, it looks like. With that Bomber, Vaxi, Jedi Starfighter, and Viper loadout. That to your point, Craig's an excellent TIE Bomber pilot because they came in third. Also, look at how close the score for third is. By the way, 39 points for second, 35 for third, and 33 for fourth, with fifth being 31. Very tight in the top 5 here. No one dominating the scores here. And then congratulations to fourth place as well, as we saw with the Booty Slayer, with the Arc Ixie, Jedi Starfighter, and Vaxi. Looks like we have Cogig, though, in fifth, with the Lizard XX and V-Wing loadout. Or no, it was Ash in second. Gotta get my teams right, man. Sixth place, AJ's team. Starfighter, Havoc, Rix, X-Wing. Zach's team here in seventh with the Dune Lizard, A-Wing, X-Wing, X-Wing. Eighth place was Slayer, fallen from grace, with the X-Wing, RGI, X-Wing, and Aggie. Ninth place with Chair, I believe, with X-Wing, Starfighter, 95, and Ixion. And then coming in 10th, we have Team Dookie with that Y-Wing, X-Wing, Belabub, and Vaxai. All teams performed great. There were some very strong matches from all of them. If we're looking at the ship composition, though, of these teams, we can definitely see, I would say, the more aggressive comps paying off, as if we look at the top 4, only 2 of them sporting Ixies this time, which is half, but also we have to see, like, there are 3 Jedi Starfighters. There are 3 Jedi Starfighters up in the top 4. 3 Vaxais up in the top 4. The only outliers here being the Arc, TIE Bomber, and Dune Lizard. Interestingly, I believe this is the only advanced X-Wing up here. I believe this other X-Wing was a stock X-Wing. So despite all the X-Wings I kept commenting on, that didn't guarantee a top 4 slot. Now in 5th place, we did have Dune Lizard, 2 X's, and a V-Wing. So definitely some other compositional things going on here, but I think mostly it came down to just team coordination and focus. Yeah, I thought the blue rack one was advanced. Thank you. I don't think there was really any weak compositions here. They're all pretty similar. I'm a little surprised based on the last tournament, though, how some of these performed. And again, just even taking a glance at it, look at all these X-Wings. And not just advanced, but just also the standard X-Wing. We had what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 standard X-Wings out of the 10 teams, but only one of them placed top 4. As for the advanced X-Wing, only one of them placed top 4, but there was 4 of them in the tournament. That's almost half the teams representing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Jedi Starfighters plus a Belabub, which is a clone. So 6, basically 6 in the Jedi Starfighter category here, showing up over half the teams. A-Wing, V-Wing, again, kind of clones of each other, but only seeing 2 of them, I believe. RGI, Torrent. I think that's it for that category. Yeah. If there's anything that I learned, it's Ixies are still strong, but yeah, bringing back the Vaxai, saw a lot of those. I'm a little surprised by the number of Starfighters and Belabubs that showed up. I'm actually surprised we didn't see more heavy starters. I know the recent balance patch affected those too, but the only heavy starter we see here was that Z95. So there wasn't really a lot going on in that category of ship. I don't really know if X-Wings are broken, but there's a belief that it's a strong chassis for both the heavy and the standard, or the advanced and the standard. But in terms of this tournament, again, only 2 X-Wings, and it was 1 of each class. I'm happy to see the aggressor rank high in Team 1 there. That's definitely the outlier of top 4. Arc's another outlier, but Falos is a really strong pilot. I'm not surprised. The Arc's actually a very good chassis on its own. Don't let those 2 gun slots throw you off. The chassis as a standard is very strong. As we saw AJ in the last tournament do very well with it as well. But yeah, congratulations to all of our winners. They'll be splitting that 625 million credit plot, 250 going to first place. And I want to thank again Inconspicuous for organizing the event, all the staff that helped with the event, Ryan, Billy, everyone that I named earlier. Thanks to everyone who's part of the event who gave me updates here via chat, via delays, what's going on. Really appreciate it.